Check, 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 check. Mic check, mic check. Can stream hear me? Mic check. All right, mic check, real quick. Mic check. All right, guys. Thank you everyone for being here. I'm really excited about this. I'm MaximumLeech. I run this game every now and then, and today we've got two awesome runners. We've got Daviddusk and EddWardG. These two guys came into the Trine community about something like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and they pretty much radically changed the whole run. The world record was stuck right around 29 minutes, and ever since these guys came in here, the world record has been pushed down almost 10 minutes. So it's been absolutely insane. These guys have a big stake in this community, and so I'm really, really excited to see this run today. And yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I think we're trying to get some technical difficulties figured out right now, but we should be starting shortly. All right, guys, looking like we're almost ready here. Just a few more minutes. All right, we are ready. We are about to get started here. All right, so introductions. I am MaximumLeech. I run this game sometimes, and our two runners today are Daviddusk and EddWardG. These two guys are legit. They've pushed the time way down. Both these guys have been some of the best runners in the community for a while now, and so this should be a really, really good race. Currently, their times, their PBs are just seconds apart. So we should see a really, really exciting race here. Hopefully, it'll be really close.
As the wizard
And
led the
all right, race starting in 10 seconds.
On the outskirts of the kingdom, near the Astral
All right.
Academy, a thief carried out her cunning plan.
Uh-oh, I think
She had
timers didn't
learned of
start.
an ancient object of tremendous value. The Astral Academy, left to rot in the face of the terrible enemy, had no one to keep the treasure safe. The time was right. Everything was perfect. She had made her way.
Timers didn't start here, so I think we're gonna have to
soon laid her
reset.
hands on the treasures she so The gentle moon smiled at the thief as she made her way towards the shrine of ancient treasure. Strangely, the protective charms around the shrine. As the thief lay her hand on the... Unknown to the thief, a wizard was just waking up. The wizard had taken a look in the spyglass and seen the terrible undead army. He was keen not to die. Having survived... Fear had found a...
Fear not, I shall lead the way. I wish there was more light.
All right, so we should be underway here. Hopefully these streams come up.
On the outskirts of the kingdom, everything was perfect. She had made her way to the castle and would soon lay her hands on the treasures she so desired.
All right, so we're here.
The gentle moon
All right,
smiled
cool.
at
So
them
our
as she made
race
her
is
way
now
towards
underway.
the shrine of ancient treasure.
So if anyone's never seen this game before,
Strangely, the protective
this game is
charms
called
around
Trine.
the spot.
Basically, this is a 2D side-scroller platformer
thief
puzzle
laid her
game
hand
made
on
by
the
Frozen Byte back in 2009.
Unknown to the thief,
Uh,
a wizard
So
was
Trine,
just waiting up.
so that was the original Trine,
wizard
and
had
then
taken a
after
look
Trine
in the
2 came
spyglass
out, Frozen Byte came
and
back
seen
with
the
what's called the
terrible
Enchanted
undead
Edition, which is
army.
what we run on, and
He
they
was
basically
keen
just
not to
improved the
die.
engine, kind of made it a little more comfortable to
By
play
my
on,
trousers, I must
and
escape.
changed some of the
He'd been
artwork and
studying
things
the
like that.
stars
So
and trying
we
hard
play
to learn the
on
elusive
Trine Enchanted
fireball
Edition.
spell.
Now, the main feature of this game is that
Of course, that
you have
was a
3
lie.
characters. You have a
For you
wizard,
see,
a
the
knight,
wizard saw
and a
glimmering
thief,
light coming from
and
the
you can
shrine.
switch between them at will,
No one had
and
been able
you
to
need
visit
all
it
of
for
them to solve the
centuries.
puzzles in the game. And so currently in this introduction, you'll see them playing as one character at a time, and they'll be going through each character one at a time until they get to level 2.
At the other end of the Astral Academy, Knight had been practicing his own skills to battle the undead.
So you'll see that the knight has the ability to dash, and that's going to be one of the main movement options that we use in this game. The knight has mana, and we have there's items you can pick up in the game, and this is a new game plus run, so we have all the items already. One of the items just will refill your mana, or it'll give you some mana back if you run out, and so you'll be seeing the mana bar refill occasionally to allow the knight to dash a little more.
She stole the king's treasure.
Alright, so Edward's a little bit ahead right now, it looks like. And this is level 2. This is the first level we can start using all 3 characters on. You're going to see a pretty cool skip actually coming up real soon. It's one of our brand new skips that we just found maybe about a month or 2 ago. And so you'll see he'll dash into the gate, he'll switch between all 3 characters, quit and load back in, and he'll pop up on the other side of the gate. So they both did it successfully, which is really cool. Yeah, this is a PC game. It was actually released on several platforms, but pretty much every runner plays on the PC version because the cursor aiming is much better with a mouse and keyboard rather than a controller, because you have to aim the Thief's grappling hook, which is really, really important. Alright, so they're both going to go for this new skip here. You put 2 planks over your head and drop through, and they both got it first try. That's really awesome. This is going to be a really exciting race, guys. I'm so excited for this. Alright, so Ed going for his lower route. He always does that. He thinks it's faster. David going for the higher route. And David pulls ahead here. So what David's going for here is actually a pretty difficult strat. Ed got it really well, actually. So what you can do is you can use the knight to charge into that little wheel thing, and it'll spin it around really fast, and you can grapple it using the Thief's grappling hook to fling yourself way up to the top, and it'll actually it'll save you a little bit of time if you get it first try.
My sword shall lead the way. Follow me.
So the knight's dash is a really peculiar thing. We've only just been kind of learning more about it lately, just some of the mechanics and things of it. You can actually run off a ledge and then dash after you're off the ledge if you do it pretty quickly. And so it allows you to cross gaps that you normally wouldn't be able to cross using just a dash, and you'll be seeing them do that a lot in the run. There are many points in the game where we have to abuse that mechanic. So the wizard, all he can do is conjure up geometric shapes. He can do a box, he can do a plank, or he can do a triangle. And in New Game Plus, the triangle, since we have it fully upgraded, it's made of wood so that the thief can grapple onto it. And you'll be seeing that used a lot in the run, just to skip, you know, large gaps where normally you'd just be walking at a really slow pace, or crossing big gaps that normally you couldn't just by jumping.
Yes, you are correct. This is the tomb of the Guardian. It has inscriptions all over it.
Has the wizard read the...
David is flying right now. He's looking really sharp. I haven't seen any large mistakes from him, and he's using some really good routing options. Oh, and then the commentator's curse as soon as I say that, right? But he's still doing really well, and Ed has caught up to him now.
And this is the way.
This is level 4. This is Dragon Graveyard. And so basically the storyline of this game is these 3 characters kind of by chance run into each other at the bottom of the Astral Academy, and they get their souls intertwined, I guess you could say, by this object called the Trine. And now they have to go on this journey to stop this necromancer skeleton guy who's making skeletons roam the world or something. Not really sure, but it's a good speed run, so that's why we play it.
Having survived...
So both of them finished Dragon Graveyard. They're actually pretty much neck and neck here. It's pretty impressive. Dragon Graveyard, casually, the level can take you a long time, but if you're good at speedrunning, you can really zip through, and you can actually finish the level in under a minute. Alright, so right there, I want to point that out. Just recently we found out that when the knight holds up his shield to block, it actually extends his collision box. And so what we can do, and you'll see this used later on in the run to get some early checkpoints, we use the shield, we extend the collision, and you can access checkpoints through walls and things you're not normally supposed to. And so right there, they do it to get a mana refill because the checkpoint restores all your health and mana. And so they do it to get a mana refill so that they can keep dashing. You'll notice that the runners typically swim with the knight, and we're not exactly sure. We think that everyone has the same swim speed, but for some reason the knight looks like he swims a lot faster. So typically we all do that. I don't know if it actually does anything different though. Alright. David made it across the pit of doom, and Ed made it across too. Very good. Man, these runners are so close right now. We're already on to level 6 here.
Fear not, I shall lead the way. I wish there was more
So this level is supposed to be a really dark level, and there's a chest they just passed up. Edward's about to pass it up right now. It contains fire arrows for the thief, for her bow. And so the way the game is supposed to work, you'll see those torches hanging around the map. You're supposed to light those with the fire arrows so you can see where you're going, but you know, since we're speedrunners, we already know where we're going, so we don't light any of them unless it's by accident. At the end of this level, we have something called the bridge skip. So normally you have to lower down this huge drawbridge, and it takes forever to pull the lever and for the bridge to come down, and so it's really slow. And just recently, using the gate clip that I talked about earlier, where you switch between all 3 characters, quit out, and then load back in, and it skips the gate. You can do that to skip this bridge coming up right here. It's after this little mini boss, which we don't fight because it's really slow. So let's see if David goes for it. Oh, he's going for it. All right, let's see if he gets it.
We're close to the dungeons.
This should work.
This is the way to the castle.
the castle.
And he's through. Awesome. Ed's gonna go for it.
Fear.
I think Ed got it too. And he did. Awesome. Both of them got the bridge skip. That's actually a lot harder than it looks. You have to get really, really precise timing on your character swaps because they both have to be touching the bridge when you quit out.
Fear not, I have my sword and my cane.
So you'll notice that David kind of got trolled by those skeletons there, and you'll notice that skeletons really are
Lead my army to
the main enemy of this game. They will ruin a run so quickly. They can just knock you all the way backwards in a level. It can be really messy. Alright, so we have another gate skip coming up right here. It's right on the other side of this little rolling wooden wheel thing. They're going to fly across, switch to the knight, and then you switch to thief, and then wizard, quit out, come back in, and you're through the gate. David got it, and Ed's coming up on it right now.
Heroes enter.
There it is. Also, rumor has it that J-Chalk is about to start running this game full time, and he's going to take the world record. So, be looking forward to that. And if it's not true, well then I just started spreading the rumor, and now it has to be true. Alright, so another gate skip from David to skip that Skeleton King mini boss. And Ed got it too. So, I mean, yeah, these runners are seriously only maybe 8 seconds apart right now. This is a really, really close race.
What are these?
The second artifact.
Throne of the Lost King, I think, currently, aside from the last level, is the shortest level in the run. I think I don't exactly remember, I think the IL record for this level is something like 55 seconds, which is insanely fast. So this level, it has become really, really fast. Oh man, both of them missed that charge jump. That's really unfortunate. But, oh man, Ed is getting a big pickle here. Yeah, raise that up. That's the only way you really can do this. Alright, but he's recovered. David's flying through. Right here we use the thief for a lot of the movement because her grapple can just move you so quickly. And right here you'll see David's just charging into these gears because you can actually turn them just by charging into them. It saves you a lot of time rather than jumping through and trying not to hit the spikes like the game intends you to do.
Look over there. What's that? Some sort of book.
Yes.
With great enthusiasm.
We have a long way to go if we want to reach the ruins before nightfall.
It's so calm here.
Uh-oh, David's put something in Discord. I think something happened here. Oh no, did his game crash? Oh no. Oh no, this is not good. Oh no, no. David stopped his run because he thought... Oh no. He thought he had accidentally stopped his timer. But his timer was never running from the very beginning, which is why we were just using Ed's timer. But now he's... Oh no. Alright, so I think David's going to keep going here. Even though he's basically just lost a minute. And that's really unfortunate. Oh man. Well, what is fortunate is that we can always do more races for this game. It shouldn't be a problem. Alright, so Ed just finished up Bengal Forest. He's going to be moving on to Shadowthorn? Yeah, Shadowthorn Thicket. This is another one of those dark levels that you're supposed to illuminate using the fire arrows, but you know, ain't nobody got time for that. Might as well just speed run the level. So here we're about to see the Knight's Hammer. It's actually the second time we've seen it. You're supposed to get out of that little chest right there, but again, New Game Plus, we already have it, so we don't have to worry about that. Alright, and David's back in.
The night came.
Okay, Ed doing a new strat. I've never seen him do that. Typically, I just press all the buttons. There's 3 buttons right there that'll open that gate. But instead, Ed just dashed through and did a gate skip. Which might be faster. I'm not really sure. I've never timed that. Alright, he's dashing through the water. That poison water, specifically on this level, hurts you a lot faster than most others. Also, I really like that wizard strat. Picking up the spike ball. I've never done that. Oh no! David misses the box.
I don't think anyone's been here.
All right. So Ed is on a level right now called Ruins of the Perished. This is the longest level in the run right now, falling just under 2 minutes long. Coming up right after this water section, we're gonna see the newest skip in Trine speedrunning, where you can actually grapple a triangle and fly through the little hole in the wall right there. Although it's really finicky. We'll see if he actually gets it on first try. No, that's not gonna work. Yep, so he decided not to go for it and just break the plank. That's probably the best idea, because if you fail it once, you're probably not going to get it after that. And we really can't figure out a very consistent way to do it. And so if anyone wants to pick up this game and try to find a consistent setup for that, you would be my hero. But currently, yeah, we don't have a consistent way for that. Right, so here's another gate skip for Ed. Pretty good, and he's getting pretty close to the end of the level now. Hey, that was a really cool strat from Ed just now. He made a plank and then dashed up it instead of doing what most runners do, which is create a box right there and jump on it. And then he also got a really, really good thief section right there. That was really, really solid. Yeah, so you notice David did what I was talking about, where you create a big plank over those 2 buttons, and then you step on the 3rd, and then that lets you open the gate without really losing much time there. Alright, Ed is cruising along. We got another gate skip coming up right here. Dash jump. Switch. Gate skip. And he's through. Very good. There's a bunch of rocks that fall through the ceiling on this part, on this level in particular. And they can really mess up your run. They can just randomly hit you and knock you down. It's kind of unfortunate. So right there, normally the game wants you to get in the little minecart and ride the tracks down, but it's actually faster to just dash on through. So that's what we do. Alright, so David's coming up on the new skip here. Let's see if he gets it. Oh, he didn't even go for it. that skip, it's really finicky. It's kind of hard to do, and it only saves like 3 seconds. So sometimes it's really not worth going for it because it can just totally lose you an easy 10 seconds when you're only supposed to save 3 by doing it. All right, and Ed is done with Heartland Mines.
As our heroes look,
So the part where David is right now, that little arena, the gates close in front of you and behind you.
They're not here.
And the game wants you to kill a bunch of enemies that come through there, and after you kill them all, the game will let you out. But what we used to do before gate skipping was found, we would just make a triangle and actually just fly over the wall, because for some reason they didn't put collision at the top of the wall, so you can just
as our heroes
actually
look,
skip it. Alright, Ed's doing a new skip right there. It's a gate skip through the wall, and it can be fast. If you mess it up though, it's really slow. But the other way is also really slow if you mess it up, so I think it's 6 of one, half dozen the other, which one's faster. It really just depends on execution at that point. That boss, he's a mini boss called El Ground, and he can definitely troll you sometimes. He'll just knock you back really far and stop all your momentum. Alright, Ed. Oh, what? Okay, I'm learning new things about watching this race. Ed just showed me something I didn't know you could do. You can use your shield to grab that checkpoint. Oh, that's so good. Ed, you've been holding out on me, man. When you watch this VOD, just know I'm coming for you. Alright, he's straight killing Bramblestoke Village right now. This is level 13. So that means after this level, he's right at the end here. He's just got this one last section left. And then he's going to be at Iron Forge, which is the second to last level. Casually, Iron Forge is just a really hard level. It's got a lot of twists and turns and crazy stuff.
Not good.
But right here, he's going to abuse that Knight collision like we talked about with the shield right there. Get that checkpoint, and boom, right there. He saved about 25 seconds of going through puzzles.
our heroes broke through.
Another gate skip right here. We have 2 gate skips in this level now, and both of them save probably about 15 to 20 seconds, plus that that new skip that I talked about at the beginning with the shield collision. So
Our heroes broke.
with all 3 of these skips, here's the second gate skip. With all 3 of these skips, this level went from being about 2 minutes and 15 seconds long to about a minute 20 or a minute 30. So it saved a ton of time. This level is actually one of the faster levels in the game now, and it's definitely not supposed to be like that. So this part's really tricky with all the lava on the ground because there's basically lava everywhere. You can actually die if you're not careful and you don't watch your health. You can't get a triangle. He failed 3 triangles. Yeah, he just goes with the thief. That's smart. Triangles are actually really
Climb the tower.
a lot harder to draw in this game than you think. I mean, you can draw a perfect triangle and it'll just give you a box for no reason. It's kind of weird. But alright, so Ed's on the last level now. This is Tower of Sarek.
Jump to the
This
left.
level is really different because while every other level is mostly horizontal, this one's entirely vertical. So he's going to be climbing this tower the whole time. And hopefully he can get some of the... Alright, so he missed a little time save right there, but that's no big deal. Let's see if this rotating platform cooperates. Hey, not bad. That was pretty good. So he's going to use the Knight right there to dash, and basically if you get inside those boxes and planks and stuff before they're finished being drawn, then they won't be drawn, and they'll just disappear. Alright. Ed's got a solid last level. He might get a PB right here. And the final triangle, and he's done. Very good. GG, Ed. GG. Yeah, that's a pretty rough level casually. Man, really unfortunate that that David paused there just due to a misunderstanding. You never want to see that. Alright, so David actually went for a weird strat right there. So you can grapple or dash jump up to the top of that little rotating platform
As the evil
and then jump
vanished,
off and get
the
to the next
old
area
king,
like that. But he
with
actually,
what little remained of his human soul, was
but
set
instead he
free.
went for going through the lava, which requires a really, really specific jump.
The artifact
And but he
slowly
got it first try,
restored
so
the balance
it's
of
really
the
impressive.
world. Life and its joys
Oh,
returned
look at
to
that!
the
Look at the
kingdom.
skeleton messing him up.
In the spring,
I'm telling you,
a new
skeletons are the
king
worst in
was
this game.
elected. The new king offered rewards to our heroes.
So,
The
quick
knight
plug for this
refused to
series.
become the captain of the king's
This
men.
game's pretty old, and there's actually
Instead,
two others.
he
There's Trine 2
finally
and
followed
Trine
his
3.
father's hopes
Trine
and
2 is
acknowledged
really
his other
similar,
passion,
and Trine
that
3
of
is full
food
3D.
and ale.
It wasn't very well received, but
Preparing the
it's
king's
alright, I
royal
guess.
ale prohibited.
But Trine 4 is actually coming this fall, and it's supposed to be the biggest, best Trine yet. It's going back to its 2.5D roots, like these games, and just from the alpha footage and everything that they've been showing, the game looks really promising. So we're all really excited for that. All right, here's David on the last level. Let's see how clean. Oh, already starting off a little bit rough, but he's back.
That the road to success did not have anything to
For a
do
long
with the
time,
power
David
of
he held the world record
wasn't
on
sure
this
what he
level for an
was,
IL,
but saving the
and
kingdom
he did this
certainly
level
helped.
in, man, it was like
After being
58
married
seconds
a
or
few
something,
years
which
to
was
a lady
unheard of
named
at the time.
Margaret, she gave
No
her
one
life
could
to
really
the
get under
prickles.
like
A charmed moment, many said.
no one else could even get under
We
like
also do not
50,
know
or
whether
like
the
a minute
father
and
felt
2, a
pride,
minute and 3 seconds, something like that, and he had a
or
58.
when each
It was
of his
insane.
children
So
mastered the
yeah, this is what I was talking about,
fire
where this rotating
before the
platform can
age
really
of
troll you.
one.
So that's what's happening right now.
Despite everything,
Man, he's really struggling here.
they
Oh,
all
that's so
lived
unfortunate.
happily ever after.
Yeah, you can see those skeletons kind of just fly around, and their movement makes absolutely no sense. And yeah, like these skeletons are straight up trolling right now. It's the worst. Hopefully in Trine 4, the nightmares don't troll us as hard as skeletons do in Trine 1. Alright, super clean movement right there. And he's going for the old strat, which is still fast. Oh, and he misses it. That's exactly why I don't like the old strat. And he's done. GG to both runners. Solid run from David. It's unfortunate that he paused, but that was really awesome. Thank you guys both for running. And hopefully we can do more of these runs in the future. And maybe I can get in on this too. That'd be pretty cool. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you want to see more runs like this, go to the speedrun.com leaderboards. We got them all up there. And follow these guys on Twitch. They're really entertaining. That was awesome. And yeah, look forward to Trine 4 coming in the fall. We don't have an exact release date, but as soon as it comes out, you can bet all of us runners, everyone from Trine 1, 2, and probably 3, we're all going to be hardcore grinding that as soon as it comes out. So look forward to that stuff. And thank you guys for having me on commentary. I'll catch you guys next time.
As our heroes climb...
Ooh, this doesn't feel